Greenbelt, Maryland.
Okay. And what do you aspire to be when you grow up?
I aspire to be like a lot of things. Like, I really love music, and I've been playing the bass since like 6th grade, and I'm probably gonna end up double majoring in music and political science.
So how did you come out?
How did I come out?
Oh, cool.
So like, I basically like talked to my mom about it because she like, I guess she kind of just like knew, and then like, we just talked about it, and I was like, yeah, I guess I'm gay. And then afterward, I went and like on social media, and like after I told her, like I didn't really care about anything else. Just eventually, I just started telling more and more people.
Okay. So did you face any like adversity from people close to you or people you don't know?
I mean, no, not really like any adversity. I know there were some people who like they meant well, like when they were like kind of like telling me like how like they were like proud of me or whatever, and I didn't mind like people were like, oh, like we're proud of you. That I didn't have a problem with that. But I met people who were kind of like doing that whole like love the sinner, hate the sin type thing.
If you could say one thing to homophobic people, what would it be?
What would I say to homophobic people? You. That's
Nice.
what I would say. I mean, that's really what I would say. Like, I really don't have time. Like, I don't engage with like internet trolls or people. Like, if anyone's like homophobic, like that's cut off. Like, I just don't. I don't
Same.
need like that negativity.
If there was something you could say to people considering coming out, what would you say to them?
I would say I would say start with your parents first. Start with the people that you're closest to first, and then move on. Like, because if you start with those really close family members, it's odd because like they're the people you're closest to, but they're also the hardest to come out to because you think that you like their judgment and their opinion of you is so high that if you don't want to taint it, if you're in a safe situation to come out, then you should come out to them, and you'll feel so much like you'll feel like a weight is lifted off.
So like within like the LGBTQ plus community, like you know how within races like sometimes there's like colorism or like different issues like that. Do you think there are any issues like that within the?
Oh my god, I was actually just talking about this with my friend like Olu and my friend Donovan, and we were talking about like how there is colorism like within the African American community, but when it comes to like the LGBT community, specifically like among like gay males, like racism is a huge problem, and where people kind of like their own preferences, but it's really not like a preference because it's racist to say that like, you know, I just don't date black guys, or like I don't date Latino guys, or like I just don't like Asians, because you don't know who like you would like on like an individual basis. So you can't just say, oh, I just hate this entire group, because it's like it's not fair to them. Like sometimes like media representation, it's like everyone who is LGBT or Q is like white usually, and like people of color don't get representation because there's no like intersectionality. So like people are like, oh, you're either one thing, like, you know, you're either black or you're either a woman or you're gay or whatever. But a lot of people, like, there are black gay women.
So the last question is like, ever since you came out, have your like interactions with your straight friends ever changed, or is everything cool?
Have my interactions with my straight friends really changed? No, like not really. I mean, I'm able to joke about it with a lot of more people than before. Like if I had like maybe 2 or 3 friends I knew, and I was like, shh, like don't tell anybody. But now I like don't care. Like I'm the one like making the jokes about myself.
So how did you meet Jalen?
Well, back last year, October 2015, we started practices for rugby, like our fall practices, and he came out. I guess someone brought him out, and we were like, oh, it's a big dude. Yeah, we want him on the team.
So how did you meet Jalen?
I met him through the debate team. I was his partner for his first debate tournament.
How did he come out to you?
It was kind of just all of a sudden in our rugby group chat. He just told us he was gay, and so we kind of just accepted it.
To you?
I saw his Instagram post. He didn't come out in person. I saw his Instagram post and I talked to him.
What did you say to him?
I told him I'd been in his almost exact shoes, and I was proud that he got to a place where he felt comfortable to come out with the people that were around him, and I wish him the best going forward.
Is there anything you're glad you said or wish you would have said to him when he initially came out to you?
Well, I'm glad I told him that the team, no matter what your sexuality is, that we're your family. We're still your team. We still want you to be with us, and no matter what you do, we're still there for you.
Did anybody like react negatively to coming out, or was everybody like? Cool.
No, I don't remember anyone reacting negatively. I think everyone was really positive about it and supportive.
And is this your first experience knowing someone like well within the LGBTQ plus community?
No, I actually have some family members who are gays.
No.
Okay. And you know what hypermasculinity is?
Yeah.
Okay. So has hypermasculinity ever shaped the? This is like a kind of general question, but has hypermasculinity ever shaped the way you felt about gay men, like when you were younger, or like now?
Yeah, definitely. Because in the Philippines, we kind of like, maybe it's just the way my family like had like values. We kind of like all saw them as very like feminine, and so now that I'm in rugby, I've actually met a lot of gay rugby players who have kind of changed that view, and just people coming out in general.
Has hypermasculinity ever shaped the way you felt about gay men, and has knowing Jalen ever changed that?
I mean, I've been a gay guy in a locker room, and it's not a pleasant experience often. And I certainly have made sure it didn't affect my perception of anybody. But it's nice to see, especially athletic gay men. It's a good thing to see people break down stereotypes, and that's what hypermasculinity is.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's it. Thanks.
You're welcome.